The World Health Organization is cautioning against the idea of immunity passports. We get more from AP's Sarah Bassett.
The concept has been floated as a way of allowing people believed to be protected against reinfection of the new coronavirus to return to work. But the WHO says there is no evidence that people who have recovered from COVID-19 are protected against a second infection. The Geneva-based UN Health Agency says people who assume they are immune to reinfection may ignore public health advice, raising the risks of continued virus transmission. The WHO adds that tests for antibodies of the new coronavirus also need further validation to determine their accuracy. I'm Sarah Bassett.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says his state will be conducting antibody tests for workers at 4 hospitals hit hardest by the coronavirus pandemic. At his daily briefing, Cuomo also said he will allow local pharmacies to begin collecting samples for diagnostic tests.
We're going to authorize all the independent pharmacists in the state to be collection sites for testing.
Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis says testing for COVID-19 has been ramped up in the southern state. At a briefing on Saturday, DeSantis told WPLG that just under 2,000 positive cases had been reported in the past 48 hours.
The last 2 days, we've reported close to 37,000 test results. We've had under 2,000 positives out of that, and so in terms of new cases.
The governor also said his administration plans to let pharmacists administer tests for the new coronavirus to expand the availability of testing for the general public. This is VOA News. A Washington-based think tank says a special train, possibly belonging to North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, was spotted this week at a resort town in the country. The report comes as China dispatched a team to North Korea, including medical experts, to advise on Kim's health. We get more from Reuters correspondent Lauren Anthony.
The group's trip, which included medical experts, doctors and officials, came amid conflicting reports about the health of the North Korean leader. A delegation led by a senior member of the Chinese Communist Party's International Liaison Department left Beijing for North Korea on Thursday, 2 of the 3 anonymous sources said. Reuters was unable to immediately determine what the trip signaled in terms of Kim's health. On Friday, a South Korean source told Reuters their intelligence was that Kim was alive and would likely make an appearance soon. Reuters has not been able to independently confirm any details on Kim's whereabouts or condition, but North Korea's state media last reported on Kim's whereabouts when he presided over a meeting on April 11th.
That's Reuters' Lauren Anthony. President Donald Trump's raising of unproven, even far-fetched ideas for fighting COVID-19 triggered an outcry from health officials everywhere. It also highlighted his unconventional approach to the special responsibility that comes with speaking from the presidential pulpit. AP correspondent Shelley Adler reports.
Although the White House said the president's comments had been misrepresented by the media, and President Trump added he had been speaking sarcastically, a transcript of his remarks suggests otherwise. Julian Zelizer is a presidential historian at Princeton University.
This was a whole new realm. Again, not simply subtly going against what scientists were saying, but saying something that's dangerous and that no one supports.
Zelizer adds the president should use the White House podium to project optimism while sticking to the facts.
Credibility is essential to strong leadership, and it's very important in a public health crisis.
I'm Shelley Adler.
Apple and Google have outlined new privacy protections for smartphone apps being designed to warn people of possible exposure to a COVID-19 patient. AP correspondent Jackie Quinn reports.
The apps would work on Apple and Android phones, using Bluetooth wireless beacons to detect the proximity of nearby phones without revealing anyone's identity or location, and would only be stored on the device. Apple and Google are also building an interface into their mobile operating systems that will allow users to turn the tracking on when they're out in public, but off again once they've returned home. I'm Jackie Quinn.